Welcome to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. We have entrees, desserts, tips and tricks. We welcome you to our channel. We hope you make some of these recipes, enjoy them with your friends and family. Today's recipe is Italian tomato sauce. If you like this video, press the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Once you've subscribed, don't forget to press the bell to get more videos of this type. Look how thick and delicious this sauce is.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back to Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. Today we're doing a classic Italian tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And in America, the Italian Americans call it gravy.
So weird.
But Italians call it tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And this is something you can always have around for your needs. You can make as much of it and jar it, whatever you want to do with it. If you're going to preserve it for long periods of time, make sure you read up on how to do mason jars properly so you don't get botulism or any of those kinds of good things.
Okay, so we decided to do this today because Nonno Giorgio and Rory are both kind of stuck. We're both going up and down a couple of pounds for the last 10 days, maybe, and it's gotten really frustrating. So today, instead of making a delicious dish for you that, might help weight loss, might not, we decided to just have some of the leftover soup that we had made in previous videos. But in order to add value to your video, we're going to show you how to make this classic sauce so that maybe you'll learn something. Although almost everybody makes pasta sauce, but I think this is a very authentic way and a very delicious way that Nonno Giorgio is going to show us.
I think a lot of people probably buy it.
Yeah.
And there are some good tomato sauces that you can buy in the store, but this is so easy to make and it's so delicious. And as you store it, the flavors will melt together and they'll even get more flavorful and better. We don't do it with sugar. I know there's a lot of people who add sugar, but it's usually because they're making it fast. If you cook the tomatoes, your sauce on a low simmer for hours, you're going to get sweet, very sweet tomatoes with no sugar. So we're not putting any sugar in. So we've got 1.5 pounds of peeled whole tomatoes. And I'm going to crush them by hand here because you want bigger pieces, but not big chunks.
Whole tomatoes, not whole tomatoes, yeah.
Olive oil, sea salt, pepper, optionally the red pepper flakes if you like that. If you don't use it. Onion, garlic, oregano, thyme, basil, and we're using a red wine because we don't have a white today. A lot of recipes call for white, but tomato sauce is red, so you can really use either one, red or white wine, your choice.
Okay, I don't know if you guys are ready for this, but you're going to see some mud pie making again.
Alright, so we've got whole peeled plum tomatoes in here. And what I'm going to do is just break them apart. Be careful you don't splash it. I should have an apron on.
You should.
You don't want to make it, we don't want to make it liquid. You don't want to make it real fine.
And I do attest to you that he did wash his hands before we started cooking.
Okay, so now we'll start cooking. Alright, so I put in 1/8 of a cup of olive oil and it's heating up in our pan. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of onion. and 4 garlics, cloves. And we're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So it's just a little bit of salt. And we're going to do, it's a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to eye it.
We always do a little extra pepper. Nonno Giorgio likes pepper.
And the red pepper flakes, which we like. If you don't like them, don't put them in. And you put it to taste. And I just like cover with the onions. And I'm going to stir this around.
So there's your basic starter for almost everything, right? Garlic, onions, and salt and pepper. And then you're going to let those just kind of simmer a little?
Yeah, we're going to do this on medium. We're going to let it simmer, and then we're going to put the tomatoes in.
Okay.
Okay, so the garlic and onion are translucent now. They're soft. You know, you can give it a little stir around. You can see they look really good. It smells amazing. And now we're going to take and put our tomatoes in.
That were hand mashed.
And we're going to just stir it around. We're going to let this come to a slow boil on medium. You can see that the tomatoes are thicker, and that's good. Once it comes to a boil, then we'll turn it down to low. We'll add our wine and herbs, bring it back to a boil, and then put it on simmer for like 3 hours. You can do 3 to 5. We're going to do 3, maybe 3.5, something like that. Okay, Rory's going to show this fabulous herb scissors that everybody asks about.
This is just a fun thing for us. So this is basil we got from our plant. We always have a basil plant going. We just can't keep them growing, but we buy a new one every couple of weeks, every few weeks. So these are the basil leaves from our little plant, and the herb scissors get them down to some nice shreds that we can put in a lot of our dishes. This basil. Okay, this is fresh thyme, and if you take a stem and work backwards, the leaves come right off. You don't want these stems in your food because they're kind of woody, and so you just go backwards on the stem, and that gives you the little leaves.
Okay, so the tomatoes were bubbling, even though I have it down on low. And we're now going to add in our thyme, our oregano, and our basil, and 1/2 cup of red wine.
You wouldn't believe how wonderful fresh herbs are smelling right now. Fresh thyme is just delicious, basil always. And look at this sauce, it's just beautiful colors.
You see how the sauce is thick? That's by not cutting the tomatoes too thin or chopping them with something like a processor. Just do it with your hands. It's fun.
Therapeutic, right?
It is. All right, so now we're going to let this go for 3.5 hours. I'm going to crack the lid so it gets some air. I'm going to leave this down on low, and we'll set a timer for 3 hours and check it. All right.
Hi.
So our sauce is cooked for about 3.5 hours. We're going to put a little bit of our bread, actually a little thin roll, on the plate.
And try it out.
Try it out with some of this sauce.
Oh my gosh, it is so thick and tomatoey. You know, this sauce takes so long to cook that I had time to do all kinds of chores. I went for a swim, I'm in my bathing suit, and I came back and finally it was cooked.
It's done! So let's try this.
Good thing you have a apron on. This again is not a first date food. It's messy.
Sauce is sweet. It's good.
Garlicky. And you can use it. Now we're going to put this in the fridge. We're not into canning, but if you are, you know how to do it, this would be a good thing to do it with. And you can put it on anything, on pasta, on meat, on vegetables. What else? We thought of something else that would be really polenta. So if you have some on hand and people come over or your family's ready for dinner, you've got your dinner almost made.
Yep.
So.
All right, so if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button, help us out. And check the bell next to subscribe so you get notified of all these new recipes.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Ciao and arrivederci.
Bye.
We hope you have enjoyed our channel. If you have, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you get notified of new videos when they come out.